When Emi and Ishun arrive at Taka Pass, they're able to meet 3 people who are currently frustrated with their own problem and hope Emi and Ishun able to help them. Since Emi and Ishun still need to revive the guardian sapling, so they continue the path and hope able to restore Taka Pass. As soon Emi and Ishun found the pathway, a huge pile of rock has blocked the way. Emi immediately used the cherry bomb brush to create a bomb and smash the rocks into pieces. Well, without the huge pile of rocks blocking the way, Emi and Ishun continue their way through the passage. Suddenly, out of nowhere, sound of a flute can be heard again. Emi and Ishun quickly look around, sees Waka appears at the upper pathway. As he comes down gracefully, Waka jokingly tells Emi and Ishun about the tree log incident. Of course, Emi and Ishun are angry about it and ask if this is his responsibility of the tree log. Waka denies it and also tells them that he has the power of seeing the future. Slowly, Emi and Ishun come back to senses, and Ishun purposely asks Waka about the revival of Orochi. To avoid this question, Waka quickly changed the topic and pretend he doesn't know anything. And again, this leads to Ishun becoming impatient towards Waka. In the same time, Waka also revealed that he actually sees the battle between Emi and the Spider Queen and quite disappointed with the outcome. Soon, Waka pulls out the flute sword to have another battle with Emi. When the battle ends, Waka feels exhausted and quickly asks if Emi and Ishun know about the moon cave being sealed with a barrier since Tsukuyomi was removed. While Waka is still talking, he also spills some hint like the serpent crystal to remove the barrier, big windmill, and a slight prophecy hint of difficult quests. As usual, after the conversation with Waka, he bids farewell and jumped away. After the conversation with Waka, Emi and Ishun continued their way by going up to the upper part of the place and finally found the guardian sapling. With the help of Emi's flower bloom brush, Taka Pass restored back to a beautiful breezy plains. continue with more adventures, Emmy and Ishun go around Taka Pass to defeat more enemies, feed more animals, having a fun time with Molly to take back the teacup, revive more sakura trees, restore the mermaid spring, open chests, and some other exploration around Taka Pass. Since there is a bigger problem happens around Kusa Village, Emmy and Ishun decided to head over Kusa Village to have a look. Once they have arrived at Kusa Village, the air is filled with unpleasant dull atmosphere around the place. To find the solution for this problem, Emmy and Ishun go around the village and found Princess Fuse are being held by the enemies. Soon, Emmy and Ishun have a fierce battle with the enemies. After defeated the enemies, Princess Fuse introduces herself and started to talk about Gale's shrine at the top of Mount Kamiji, how things happen after the divine wind stopped blowing, Crimson Helm controls the place 100 years ago, and the sick head priest being killed by enemies while he was protecting the village. Since she can't fight back the evil, Princess Fuse asks Emmy and Ishun hope they can bring back Satomi canine warriors by using the tracker given by Princess Fuse. In order to find more hints and clues, Emmy and Ishun continue to go deeper, found a spirit guarding the entrance of Gale's shrine. When they approach the spirit speaks, introduce himself as Yatsu, the earthbound spirit. He also mentioned that he can see Emmy as a fair maiden and advised Emmy not to enter the cursed Gale shrine. As they continue to talk about Mount Kamiji and Divine Wind, Yatsu also talks about how Crimson Helm affects the village, Serpent Crystal that can lift Orochi's curse, and some other information about Gale Shrine's problem. Well, of course, Emmy and Ishun can't get into Gale's shrine, so they pick up the trail and continue to search for Satomi canine warriors. To search all the canine warriors around the places, Emmy and Ishun search high and low, also have a fight with one of the warriors. They're able to find 5 warriors around Kusa Village. When they got back to Princess Fuse, she realized there is another 3 warriors are still out there not knowing what happened to them. With Princess Fuse's look, Ishun promised that he and Emmy will bring back the warriors without a scratch. So Princess Fuse marked the locations on the map, wait patiently for them to come back and break the barrier. Since the mission of finding other 3 warriors are not in Kusa Village, Emmy and Ishun have to go back to Taka Pass to find more clues. When night comes in, Emmy and Ishun pass by Mr. and Mrs. Cutter's house. Out of curiosity and the sense of evil from this house, they search around the house, bomb part of the roof, drag Mrs. Cutter under the moonlight, and reveal they are not human, but instead 2 disguised enemies ready to have a fight. Once Emmy and Ishun defeated 2 enemies, it reveals a box and turns out to be Chun, flower of Sasa Sanctuary. For safety reason, Emmy and Ishun decided to escort Chun back to Sasa Sanctuary. When they have arrived, the underlings and the big boss, Jamba, are delighted that Chun is back. So the gate of Sasa Sanctuary opened once more and let Emmy and Ishun in. After Emmy and Ishun got into Sparrow Inn, they went up to the main hall and found the underlings, Jamba and Chun, talked to them, got the rewards and a hint of getting to the hot spring. As soon they arrive at the hot spring, Emmy and Ishun saw a bath attendant Sparrow is worried with the hot spring problem. Unexpectedly, Mr. Bamboo arrives and agrees to help the bath attendant by asking Emmy to dig while Mr. Bamboo trying to find the source of the hot water. With their help, Hot Spring is back again and the bath attendant happily dance around to celebrate the revival of the hot spring. Suddenly, another glittering night sky appears with Emmy's help. Noregami reveals and talks to Emmy. Once Emmy got the power, immediately test out the water sprout on the fire bath attendant and the power spring within the hot spring. Since Emmy learned and know how to use water sprout, so she uses it and draw the water to the big bamboo beside the hot spring. Soon the lock gate opens. Soon the gate is open. Emmy and Ishun follow the path and walk into a nice bamboo environment. While looking around the beautiful place, suddenly they saw a crying sparrow. Tai is worrying about his missing dog, Taka. As soon as Tai asking for help, the tracker appears. Emmy and Ishun quickly followed the tracker and found the oddly light up bamboos. To find what is inside the bamboo, Emmy cut it down, reveals the warrior is inside the bamboo, sleeping. When Tai is here, he is happy that Emmy and Ishun found Taka, aka Gi Warrior, but the warrior sensed that Emmy has the tracker, To prove Amy is worthy, the warrior and Amy have a fight. After the big fight, the warrior explained the reason he can't go back is because he wants to stay and protect Sasa Sanctuary. Suddenly, the purple light glows and flows into Amy's body. It seems like the purple light has chosen Amy and able to let the warrior to stay without worry about leaving Sasa Sanctuary. So, when Emi and Ishun are on their way going out from Sasa Sanctuary, Mr. Bamboo stops them and told them about the festival happens during the night of full moon at Kamiki Village that celebrate 100th anniversary of the beast's defeat. And in the same time, he also gave Emi and Ishun a mermaid coin for hinting they can use it around the mermaid springs to fast travel to some specific places across Nippon. To continue find another warrior, Emi and Ishun go back to Agada Forest to explore around the place and found Kushi needs help for getting water into the sake barrel. Of course, Emi used water sprout and able to quickly fill up the sake barrel. By the time Kushi thinking of carrying the sake barrel back to Kamiki Village, suddenly enemies appear, tries to attack Kushi, but the sake barrel protected Kushi from harm. In the nick of time, Susanoo rushed in and tried to save Kushi. But he started to tremble out of fear when there are more enemies appear in front of him. Well, to save Susanoo, Emi cut down the enemies while Susanoo is waving the sword. As Susanoo able to defeat the enemies again, he started to think there is some strange power possesses the sword. Soon, he just ran away and left Kushi alone to push the sake barrel back to Kamiki Village. Suddenly, Kokari's scream can be heard. In the same time, the tracker also appears to track down the warrior. Once Emi and Ishun arrive at the fishing spot, they saw Kokari is trying to fish out the whopper to save Ume. So the fishing began. Even though Kokari has successfully captured Whopper, but there is no sight of Ume, and Kokari started to cry. While Kokari is crying, stars reflects on the deep abyss. Moon reveal itself on the shiny surface, and soon another glittery night sky appears. With Amy's help, Yumigami appears. As soon as Amy got the moon power, Amy able to turn day to night in an instant. Suddenly, Ume jumped out from Whopper's mouth. Kokari surprised and happy to see Ume is alive. But soon, Ume, aka Gene Warrior, senses that Amy has the tracker and wants to have a fight to prove if Amy is worthy. So after the fight, Ume told Emi and Ishun that he knew he needs to go back, but he can't since he wants to repay the kindness back to Kokari and his dad for saving Ume's life. Soon, a pink light appears, immediately flows into Amy and accepts Amy as a new protector. Ume sees it and finally relieved that he can stay beside Kokari. After Amy and Ishun found two of the warriors, they quickly go back to Kamiki Village. Later found out the last warrior is laying on the grass, waiting for the festival celebration at night and a fight with Emi. So fast forward to nighttime, the warrior decided to fight Emi till the ultimate victory. Well, of course, Emi wins and the warrior decided to tell Emi and Ishun the reason why he can't live Mushi is because the real Hayabusa has been passed away from the evilish attack while the warrior passed by. With the last wish of Hayabusa, the warrior decided to stay beside Mushi and protect him, even though Mushi didn't know the truth. To fulfill the warrior's wish, the blue light appears and flows to Emi as the chosen one to defeat Crimson Helm. With all of the remaining orbs collected, Emi and Ishun quickly run back to Kusa Village and meet up with Princess Fuse. Once they have met, Princess Fuse asks the whereabouts of the three warriors, but instead found out that they have their own destiny to fulfill. Suddenly, three lights appear and flow back to the remaining orbs behind Princess Fuse. But soon enough, when Princess Fuse is ready to go to the shrine, the orbs surrounded Emi and choose her to be the one who defeat Crimson Helm. Well, since the choice has been made, Emi and Ishun went into the cave to talk to Yatsu the spirit to unlock the door. In the same time, Yatsu also told Emi and Ishun about sleeping Susanoo, the orbs, and the Crimson Helm. When Emi and Ishun want to get into another side of the entrance, Susanoo run up to them, mumbles about want to defeat Crimson Helm and run directly into the shrine. In order to continue to get into the big boss battle, Emi and Ishun solve some puzzle, fight enemies, use arrow key to open the lock gate, and finally get to the top of the windmill. Surprisingly, there is no wind but dark air swirling around the windmill. To clear off these dark air, Amy used the brush power to blow the dark air away. As soon as Amy and Ishun look down from the windmill, glittery stars shine upon the sky. Amy uses the brush to draw the stars and reveals Kazegami. Once Emmy got the wind power, they quickly got through some puzzles, jumping over the scrolls of paintings, obstacles, the Golden Gate, and finally face to face with Crimson Helm. Unfortunately, the battle doesn't seem to defeat Crimson Helm, but instead it summons the fake Orochi to finish the fight. Suddenly, Susanoo jumps into the fight to help Emmy. After the slice and dice, Susanoo thought this is another trick from the gods. As fierce as he gets, the shadow figure emerge and try to haunt Susanoo. Out of fear, Susanoo runs away. When the shadow gone, Emi able to get another weapon, live beads. Unexpectedly, Waka appears in front of Emi and Isshin, grab the serpent crystal, and want to go to the moon cave to break the barrier. While Emi and Isshin try to take it back, but Waka insists that he will break the barrier. Suddenly, a horrible roar echoed around the place. Without wasting any time, Waka quickly left a prophecy and flew away. When Emi and Isshin have done with the boss fight, they quickly went out, saw Princess Fuse and the warriors are waiting for them. While Princess Fuse is thanking Emi and Isshin for the help, Yatsu also appears to thank them and reveals he is the husband of Princess Fuse and a high priest. When Yatsu finished his line, soon he arises and free from staying in front of the entrance of the shrine. Of course, after most of the evil has been vanquished, Emi and Isshin ready to go back to Kamiki Village to celebrate the 100th year of Full Moon Kamiki Festival. So what will happen next? Is there any hack and slash adventure ahead of Emi and Isshin? Stay tuned and find out for the next part. Thank you for watching and hope to see you all soon.